Alright, I think that's got everything working. Managed to fix that in time. So, hello everybody. This is Dementia here, and welcome to the first of hopefully a lot of weekly streams. We just sort of plan to hang out here with everybody. We'll be playing some games, showing off things. Maybe eventually I'll be able to get things like prizes and stuff like that. But not too many promises. We're gonna try this out for a little while and see how it goes. So, right now, I am going to actually start with doing some campaign until we get some more people in the chat and we can play some games with chat and we can all cry about how bad I am at Shadow Era. So, until then, we will play campaign with Boris and the starter deck. Just 1 second here. I've got the funkiest setup in the world. Did I not save it? Oops. Yeah, we'll go ahead and unlock it. Yep, and here's my daily chest. Let's see what I get. Hey. I don't think I've ever seen anyone use that. So yeah, if you're new to Shadow Era, we just recently added the campaign. It's 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 designed to help ease you in and sort of explain the game a little bit more and introduce you to the story. And I'm using the starter decks to help demonstrate that. And of course, we do have this. This is the Corrupted Angel, and she will be warning us of a great peril, apparently. And this is our hero Boris, who we'll be using for the campaign today. Yep. The crystal can't protect him. There's a crystal. Know everything about your world. I actually haven't done this yet, so I'm actually reading this for the first time. You found your crystal when you followed its call, which you heard as a voice in your head. Yep, so that explains why the first set is called Call of the Crystal. Your crystal will be the key to whether you and your people can survive the terrible darkness that is coming. You must learn to harness the power of shadow energy and become the hero Balor that needs you to be. I'm terrible at reading, by the way, in case you didn't know that about me. Yep, so the crystals are attracting dangerous foes. In this case, it's going to be the wilds, or just sort of like the wild animals that exist in the world of Balor. You have many enemies, do you, Skull Crusher? You seem to be... Yeah, the skulls from his enemies are adorned... It's like I said, bad at reading. The skulls from his enemies adorn his armor. So yeah, I guess he has a lot of enemies. Okay, I don't think they'll be using any items, or weapons rather, so we'll go ahead and sacrifice that one. Okay, so we're going to want to get an ally out, so I think we'll toss a warrior's training here, and we will play the good old faithful Hwyn. And thankfully we actually start with the Corrupted Angel herself. She is a 5 resource card, 3 attack, 6 health, and heroes don't generate shadow energy. So basically the idea for the first couple of campaign missions is she's teaching you how to control the shadow energy. So for those of you who are familiar with Shadow Era, every turn your hero will generate a shadow energy. And when you have enough, you can activate this ability that the hero has. So for the first few missions, you actually won't really have access to that unless you kill Corrupted Angel in some way. But we're going to go ahead and follow her training and follow her lead and have her kill a snake. Snakes are dangerous. They're awesome, but they are dangerous. Most of them. Actually, I don't know if that's true. I think they're awesome, but I'm afraid of them. Just like spiders. Okay. We'll attach a Blood Frenzy so we can start drawing cards. Although, we don't really need to draw that many since all we gotta do is survive a few turns. Yep, and this is being played on easy, by the way. So, that's the first difficulty of each mission that you'll encounter. That's what I'll be playing today. So, it's not going to be anything too difficult, but it should, for new players, it should help them ease them into the game and sort of teach them how to use this deck that they've been provided here. So, extra sharp, we're going to get rid of that because we don't really need it, and we'll just cast another ally. That way we can try and stay alive from the hordes that are currently facing us. They're just invisible. Don't let that don't think that they're not intimidating here. Oh, see, they just came out of hiding. We got a boar and a snake. Not to be confused with the other boar and snake that we killed earlier. So again, we'll just clear out the allies so they can't harm us. And we'll go ahead and play the Sandworm. Hello! Get Carrington. Sorry for just now noticing you there. Like I said earlier, I have a weird setup where I have an iPad literally velcroed to the wall above my monitor. So welcome to the stream. Hope I pronounced your name right. And while I was looking away, it seems the wild boar and the snake have once again graced us with their presence. And now they've gone invisible again. Man, that boar just won't leave us alone. See, that was no trouble. Yep, and that's only the beginning. More foes will come in greater numbers, and they will not give up so easily. And that's true. From the other campaigns that I've actually done, we'll start seeing some of the other worlds pop up, such as the undead and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get on to the second mission. Carrington, okay. My bad. I'm familiar with people mispronouncing my name, whether it be my username or my real name. Ah, okay. Welcome, Cross. Glad to have you here. Yep, so this mission's simple. We just gotta defeat all the allies. Just kind of like last time, except it will end when I decide it ends and not when the computer decide it ends. I would play Chris here, but I don't want Chris to get eaten by a snake. Oh, it's still exhausted. Okay, well, even I'm learning. Look at that. So the angel will take care of the bad snake for me, and Chris is now safe to show up. I wonder if we're making bacon with any of this. I like bacon. Okay. I don't think we'll need Protector. Go ahead and have the Angel cut up some bacon. Maybe we can sell it later. Ooh, this one has 4 attack. Or 4 health, excuse me. But we do have a control method in our hand, so Shield Bash. It's been a while since I've used a Shield Bash. Feels good. Wish it had a nice whoom. That'd be great. No one would ever hear it though, because I doubt many people run Shield Bash. So was there any kind of deck or anything that you would like me to try out, Cross? Because I'm just sort of doing the campaign until things get rolling. Go with Erica. Looks like this time something's gonna survive, and I would rather it not be the snake. I mean, we don't want Chris to be eaten by a snake. Pummeled by a boar is okay. Eaten by a snake isn't. Ooh, okay. I am currently using the starter deck. So we'll go up to hard. Okay. So we'll go ahead and kill off the snakes. Use extra sharp. Make that blunt weapon extra sharp. It's always what every blunt weapon needs, is a good sharpening. Or bludgeoning weapon, maybe not blunt. Hey, we did it. We can now kill off the boar. Bacon for everyone. Yep. And I believe the next mission is where new things start approaching. So yeah, I'll go ahead and let's do normal and try to beat hard. Ooh, they start off with the red-eyed warg this time. Okay. Yep, we'll go ahead and get rid of reinforced armor here and play our Chris. There is no snake, therefore he is safe. Although I guess that would have meant that there was a turn 2 play. This time we don't have any, but we'll go toss the rampage. Have the corrupted angle, angle. Yes, the corrupted angle will deflect blows for Chris. Using the power of math. Okay. Gonna toss and rage here. Forgot to announce that it started. I am still noobish, clearly. So I think we'll have Jasmine deflect the blows this time. Alright, and now we have a force. Okay, now it's announced on Telegram. Sorry about that. Alright, so more snakes and more bacon. No angles necessary. True, you can do that. I mean, that's what she's there for. I personally like to have the ally. Granted, I think it accomplishes a very similar goal when it comes to Boris anyway. Seems the Wild is very bad at knowing how to play Shadow Era. I mean, look at its hand. The heroes will be much, much better. At least they should be. But they are supplying Balor with bacon, and I am okay with that. More snakes. Aeon is not strong enough to kill the wolf. Or Warg. Is Warg the same thing as a wolf? I actually don't know. It looks kind of like a saber-tooth wolf. Okay. And we are victorious. Just look how proud he is that he defeated this monstrosity. Just standing up straight, maybe. He's kind of looks like he might be leaning back a little bit. Ah, okay, so it's just a fantasy creature then. Alright, time to do hard. Whoa, that's a lot more than I was expecting. Okay. Okay. So this is going to be this is going to take a little bit of a different approach. So we are going to, yeah, I think we're going to sacrifice Chris here. Get that early damage in. That way we can at least have two of these guys not attacking us. Because I'll kill this one with the Corrupted Angel. That's a thing to work towards, but I think I'm going to throw it away. Go ahead and kill this one. And then we can shut one down with Crippling Blow. Okay, toss out a Blake. Corrupted Angel still cooking some bacon. Or I guess that would be Amber's job. Just take the frying pan and make it work. Okay. Don't think we'll need the Enrage. Okay. Have Corrupted Angle deflect some blows again. Okay, yeah, this isn't as bad as I thought it was at the start. But I was not expecting 3 of them to be there. I am looking forward to see how difficult these things will get, though, because I really enjoy sort of like the puzzles that some card games, like single player card games, have, where you have to like figure out how to win this turn, and I kind of like the idea of a mission structured around that idea. Okay, don't need to sacrifice either of those. Go ahead and play Pooh in here. Get rid of one of the wargs. Do some angle deflections. Yeah, so this is not so bad. We already got this. Unless just suddenly plays like, I don't know, what is that card's name? Riptide? I really should know the name of that card. Just something fast. And I think that Red-Eyed Warg just tried to attack us with 0 attack. That's kind of funny. Okay. So yeah, Poohin, your turn to do the hunting. Go ahead and get rid of this. Yep, you can receive a warrior's training there, Poohin. Poohin the warrior. He can wield 3 weapons instead of 2. I can see what you mean by that. There is no hero, so there's no class cards, so... But I don't know that the Wilds are necessarily interested in our conventions. Would be cool if that was the case, though. I don't actually expect this thing to come out with like a Riptide or Terror of the Veil. Yeah, we'll toss out Raven here. Uh-oh. Guess this bug still exists. They've given up. The angles are too much for them. They can't pass class. Yep. I'm gonna let it draw the remaining cards and see if it detects anything. It probably won't, though. Oh, there it goes. Now it's playing cards. I don't know why it waited so long to do that. Hey, War Banner. The Mighty Pooin. Yep, I'll definitely let everyone know that this is still here. Or maybe it did it on purpose, I don't know. I doubt it. But I guess if it can't lose until it plays allies, waiting to play them all at once seems like a solid strategy. Huh. I have to ask if that was intentional or not. I'm not programming the game, so I wouldn't know. But there we go. Hard mode beaten with the starter deck. Just gotta end the turn, and victory is mine. Welcome, Scout. Yeah, got my little banner here, too. That's awesome. Alright, so did you guys want to see more campaigns, or you want me to dive into PvP with weird decks again? I'm even up for some matches if you guys are willing. Ooh, I like this little snake statue over here. Alright. Let's see. What deck? I know. Yeah, the Wild Sentinels. This is a Garth deck that I made a while back when the Wild stuff came out. Or the campaign stuff, rather. The campaign cards. And it's supposed to use Midnight Sentinel here to buff a lot of the like Treetop Spider and Nightshade. Uh, Red-Eyed Warg is actually pretty good in this deck. The ping from Garth really helps. And uh, yeah, we got the Forest Serpent here. Backstab, the usual stop thief, that kind of stuff. Visitian Orders is in here to rebounce the Sentinels. And just sort of typical roguey like stuff. Except no assassination because I don't feel I need it. So we'll play with this deck for a little while. And watch my rating tank as a result. Not that I've ever cared about rating. It's not even high right now. Alright. I think we can ditch one of these and work towards that spider. Okay. Trying to think about whether or not they would actually use something that I could stop thief, but it's a good. If they have Voice of Winter or something, I'd rather save it. I guess since I have the Visitian Orders, I want to use the Sentinel. So we'll throw down the spider, and next turn we'll plan to use the Sentinel and give it, make it a 2/5, which is pretty good. Ooh, a Frostmare. Get in that 1 free damage. Or 2 free. Well, I guess that damage technically isn't free. Okay. I think we'll ditch the backstab. And the only reason I'm ditching the backstab is because I already have the ill-gotten gains. So, can play that next turn, and we'll draw at least one card. At least one. Maybe 2 if we're lucky. Oh. Okay, so 1 card. That's fine. Ooh. I don't want to throw away an ankle breaker. I don't think maybe we won't need this. Alright. Get a free card. I should have actually, well, no, it wouldn't matter. Okay, never mind. I was going to say I should have drawn first, but I had to play the ill-gotten gains to draw, so never mind. Yep. And we got another stop thief. So my decision to throw away Visitian Orders may not have been the best one. Oh well. We don't really have anything to buff, so we'll just go with this. Hey, a spider, cool. So I can play the spider, play the sentinel. I think we're gonna go ahead and wait. If I double it, then be 4 minus 1, 3. No, it's not worth using. I don't play a lot of Garth, so I always have to think about how the double will affect things. Ooh, a supernova. Well, at least I did 5 damage to him also. I think we're just gonna play the Alden and continue on. Another fireball. Well, it's not to my face though, so that's annoying. Play the Red-Eyed Warg, and I think I'm going to go ahead and actually start hitting for damage if we're going to be strapped for time. Clock is ticking down. Hmm. Phoenix Aragon's annoying. I think I'll just disable it. There's no rush to get it off the board. Next turn I can kill it with my ability too. Okay, let's see, Medusal. Okay. So I'm going to play the Legend Rises on my Warg here, which leaves me with 2 resources. We're going to go ahead and activate the ability, which is good. Let's see. And we have 10 Shadow Energy, might as well do that. Knock this off the board. He'll at least take 2 damage from the fire. Oh. That's a thing. Okay. Oh, oops. I guess I did need to sacrifice. Well, thankfully I don't actually have to waste the ankle breaker charge on that. Get some damage in before I'm horribly dead. Watch that mistake cost me the game. That would suck. Hey! Glad I held on to the stop thief. Cool. Go ahead and get the Forest Serpent out. Next turn we can play Legend Rises and Alden. Assuming the serpent lives. which it doesn't. Ooh. Yep, pretty sure I lost. I am going to buy myself as much time as possible. Shouldn't have done that. Because now it can get lightning strike, which if he has lightning strike, I lose anyway, so. Not sure that I can deal 13 damage in 2 turns, but I've got, it happens. Okay. Let me actually think about this. So that's 7, 9 damage. Letting any of that of his damage through means I lose. So ankle breaker has to go. No, I'm not gonna accept the draw. Yeah, okay. Okay. So this needs to happen. This needs to happen. Play as many allies as I can, and hopefully next turn I can hit for the full amount left. And hopefully Janelle did not draw top deck Fireball. That would be my luck. Nope, I didn't see it. Lightning Strike. Yep. Oh well. Alright, we'll jump back in. Gravebone this time. Let's see. I don't particularly like this hand. I think I'll toss an ankle breaker. Yep. Disliking this hand even more. But I think we'll toss the Legend Rises here. So I don't think I'll have to worry about any nasty attachments here. I might be wrong, but I don't think so. Okay. Go ahead and get rid of the Stop Thief. I need the allies. Phoenix is back. Oh, Shadow Phoenix. Okay. If he's gonna be talking like that, I think we'll turn that off for the time being. Ooh, Relentless Savagery. That's not good. Well, I'm gonna need this Ankle Breaker. So I guess the choice here is pass and take 5 damage at least, or give up one of these allies to not take 5 damage. I think I won't take the 5 damage. Eternal Troll's annoying. That's literally what he does. Okay. So he prevented 5 damage at least. Okay. We're gonna play the Ankle Breaker. And we're just gonna go ahead, I think, and get rid of this. Okay. Oh, that's right. The Relentless Savagery goes back to his hand. So I guess that Troll's gonna deal more than 2 damage to me. Do you have another ally to play, or are you just gonna res the other one? Oh, you didn't even res the other one. Okay. Go ahead and stop that from doing anything. I know it's not ideal to use Ankle Breaker that way, but I'm really fighting from behind here. Ooh. Well, you showed up a turn too late. But better late than never. Oh, cool. That helps. Never said this deck was good. But it is interesting. I hope. Ooh, that's a Dakrath. It is Dakrath and not Darkrath, right? Yeah, Dakrath. Okay. So he takes 2 less damage. So I can disable him this turn. Oh, no, wait, no, I can't. He can't be disabled. Okay, then, well. This is not good. Yeah, I think I've pretty much already lost this one. That's what I said about the last one, and we almost did it. Draw a card. We'll play both of those. That way we can actually get rid of this troll this time. Oh right, the ankle breaker is gonna go away. Crap. You got 9 shadow energy. I'm pretty sure you don't have much to lose by using it. Okay. So in order to not die, I mean, I can kill off one of these eternal trolls, but it'll just come back. Maybe I'll draw ankle breaker? Question mark. That's not an ankle breaker. So let's see, that's enough. Alright, I disabled chat. Alright, I think I'm going to switch to a different deck. So the main deck that I've been using lately has actually been this one. It's an Undead Rika. It's a little fat. I wish I could trim it down more, but every time I try to, I'm just not happy with the results. So it basically just has a good number of undead allies in it that are pretty good, especially with Rika, like Corpse Shifter here, and Durkon. And then I've got the Shriek of Vengeances in here for item control. And it mainly deals with support abilities. So Grave Resistance is super good with Rika. And then the Undying Bond is basically draw 2 allies. I've got these in here. This wins games if played at the right time. And then the Valley of Secrets, which draws a card. The Seek ability is pretty annoying, and it's a pretty big downside, honestly. But when done right, this can give me a lot of tempo. And then I've got the new sleeve, one of the new sleeves. So I like that artwork. So we'll go try this for a few games and see how we do there. I'm just gonna pop into Twitch chat real quick and make sure that it's still working. Yeah, okay. Okay, this hand actually ain't terrible. So we'll toss one of these and just pretty much save the Grave Resistance for error invalid data. Okay, I'm screenshotting this one. That's a new one. Huh. Okay, well we'll do something else. The mighty fire snake hails from the shadow world of Rakak. Rakak? Although it would not look out of place on Emor. Or Amor? Amor. So my English grades were bad. Not sure if that was apparent either. Oh, is Gen Con this week? That would have been cool. I loved going to Gen Con. Although, surprisingly, when you go there to work, it's actually quite a different experience to go to a convention to work than it is to just go to a convention. I am Legend. Wow, really? That 70,000's quite a lot. A lot more than I would have expected to be there. It's still in Indianapolis, right? Okay. Let's see. I think we'll ditch a portal. We'll probably end up ditching the Grave Resistance too, since I've got the Tome of Knowledge. I view this more as a cantrip in most cases when played with Ravencrest. Yep, hopefully we'll be able to go back at some point to Gen Con or some other conventions, because that was definitely something I enjoyed doing. Uh, right now we got a lot of things to tackle, so won't probably won't be anytime soon, but I would like to get there eventually. Yep. Corpse Taker is actually really super good in Rika, dealing 4 damage for just discarding, like basically casting a fireball. You basically lit your skeleton on fire and throw it at them. Like Rika just sets it on fire. Hey, we actually got our cantrip. Okay. In that case, I definitely don't want to throw away Tome of Knowledge though. Let's see. I don't want to get rid of any of these cards. It might have to be the Corpse Taker. Because we're probably going to play Portal. Yeah, well, we'll throw away the Corpse Taker for now. Yep, just play that. Cool, we got an undead ally in the grave. That's always nice to see. So basically, our turn 4 play is going to be Ravencrest, Portal, then Grave Resistance, and then Tome of Knowledge. Just literally take those 4 cards and just plop them onto the board. Okay, well, we can ditch 1 tome. Huh. Yeah. Oop. Whoa. Okay, ability, and then Get rid of Dirk. Part of me wants to play it now, but he already has the damage resistance, so he should make it unless he plays a weapon, which he is Gwen, so... Yeah, I knew that I could kill the Dirk like that. I was just debating whether or not it was worth it, because I could always portal out on turn 5, but then there'd probably just be more stuff to kill, and I'd just be playing way too behind then. Oh, okay. That's cool. Yep, so... Core Staker. We're going to play the Ravencrest, play the Portal, play that. Not perfect. Actually, considering that it was going to die, it probably would have been much better to play the Sacrificial Lamb. I did that too quickly. That would have given me way more cards. So, oops. I'm going to blame my brother for it. He keeps talking about Sonic Mania. Therefore, I'm thinking fast. Gotta go fast. That Soul Breaker, or that Soul Eater is going to be a problem. Or Soul Seeker. Excuse me. I'm guessing Prevent Dex is something like a stall deck, just prevent you from doing things. Okay, cool. We at least got Death Collector here. So I am going to draw a card. Cool, and we got Shadow Knight for next turn. So next turn, depending on what we draw, we're definitely gonna have to start smacking into that Soul Seeker, which is something you can actually do in this deck because of all the damage resistance you usually have. Ooh. I really don't want to waste the portal, though. How much duration does this have again? 3? Yeah, we played these on the same turn, so it's going to last one more turn. Yep, I think we sit on it and play it next turn. Go ahead and get rid of the Aeon here. Yep, so next turn, we're going to play the Charred Call of the Damned, and that should help out a lot. I think that still only deals 1 damage. Yeah, it does. Unfortunately, though, that means the Death Knight is dead. The Charred Cowl wouldn't have protected it anyways, because it would have been on fire. But now, the Death Collector, though, it's another story. Okay, I guess it won't be lasting that long then. But that's fine. Because we have the ability to draw cards, and she doesn't. Shadow Knights. So we could play that for 3 resources, and I think we're going to. Draw a card. Do that for the damage resistance. And also get a little extra damage out of DMT here. Yep, so if everything goes well, we should be able to knock out... Oh no, wait, the extra attack is going to be gone. Oh no, I got Santa bombed. On turn 7. 6 or 7. 7, yeah, turn 7. Or no, this is apparently turn 9. Turn 5 was... Oh, she's given up the Soul Seeker. I guess that armor is very dangerous. Like I said, it wins games. Okay, so we're going to skip, and we are going to play several of these. Okay, cool. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and just kill the Chris off. And the cool thing is because I played Grave Resistance, Death Collector's not going to die to fire. Oh, there's the other Soul Seeker. That's okay though. We have the other Charred Cowl in our hand. And well, you can definitely get rid of that thing, I think. It's going to be at 4. Yeah, we can. But we are getting pretty low now. So hopefully that last card in our hand is not another Soul Seeker. Or equally deadly weapon. Okay, yeah, we'll toss this. Actually, I don't know why I did that. For some reason, I was thinking in my head that I wasn't going to play Charred Cowl after this. There we go. Go ahead and beef up the resistance even more. That way, the Soul Seeker does not kill these guys. Yep, so, getting a little bit of health back, but that's okay, because we got rid of the Soul Seeker. There's 3 damage from DMT. And he's dead unless he clears the board. Or manages to draw Immort's Crossbow. In which case, I'm dead. That is not Immort's Crossbow. In fact, that is the furthest thing from it. Yep, so yep, we have exactly lethal. My battle and rated have lost so much, or last. Athelstan? So our next opponent is Athelstan, and it looks like we might be facing a Twilight Boris, or that might just be the playmat. It's always the discussion whether or not the playmat and the sleeves are showing you information for your opponent. That's why you need to play Priest with the Tidal Wave sleeve and the Tidal Wave playmat, but then don't actually run Tidal Wave. We're more likely to draw another one of these than we are Forgotten Horror, so we'll go with that. It's weird. I don't feel like I have as much to say as I usually do when I try these things. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Cross. Just always mislead everybody with them. Okay, yeah, get rid of the sacrificial lamb. Play Undead Puin. Hey, we got rid of a crippling blow. That's good. Is that squeak from my chair coming through? I feel like it might be coming through. Oh, well, there's the other charred cowl. No, there's a third one, though. Oh well. So, obviously, I'm going to be a little biased. Oh, the squeak is real? Okay, then I'll stop leaning back in my chair then. It's just a habit, and unfortunately, the chair that I've had for like 12 or 13 years finally broke on me, so I have this thing for the moment. But yeah, I'm a little biased being a part of the board of directors on the question of what I think about the new Shadow Era changes, the board of director, and the SE Federation thing that Gondorian has started, which is really cool, by the way. Anyone that doesn't know what I'm talking about, go check it out on the forums. Oh well, thanks, Bayfighter. Um, I mean, my biases aside, I think they're good. I think some progress is better than no progress, and I honestly think no progress is what we were getting before. So it's really nice to see things happening, and it's even nicer for me to be a part of it. Um, so we are talking about a lot of things and working on everything for you guys. We just ask for your patience because we we've only had, what is it? What is today? The 17th? Yeah, we've only had 17 days doing this, and we've discussed many high level and low level things. We're making sure campaign is getting on track, because unfortunately it did release with some bugs. Uh, and this is PC. I do not own a Mac, but I do own an iPad. I own an iPad and an Android phone, so I can technically look at every uh, one of the platforms that we have. Um, hmm. This did not pan out as I had hoped. I guess we'll waste one charge of the portal. But yeah, we're working hard for you guys, and we hope that you enjoy what comes down the pipeline. But I wish I could talk about it more, but until we finalize everything, I can't say too much on it. But we are listening, and we are working really hard. Oh yeah, the foil discrimination is real. Okay, so at the very least, I get to throw this Forgotten Horror into the mix. Go ahead and toss that out. I think the Harbinger's better, because we're gonna get something back with Shadow Knight after this. So Forgotten Horror should clear out that Priest of the Light, and tank 3 damage from that weapon. So cool. Is there anything about the board specifically that you guys would like to ask? Because I'm willing to answer questions so long as, I can. And speaking of questions I can't really answer, that's one of them. Unfortunately, I don't know when the next spoilers for Lost Lands Part 2 will come out. Um, we it's another one of those things that we're discussing. Obviously, we need to put together a new design team and all that stuff too, and that is being worked on. Uh, we are we are working to put one together. Um, but other than that, I can't really share any details about anything that will be happening for other sets at this time. Wish I could, but unfortunately, I just don't have it for you. All these crippling blows. Okay. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and toss out that, get rid of that. Yep, but hopefully very soon we'll be able to start doing spoilers and stuff like that. Out of the spoilers that have been released so far, what stood out to you the most? Or has you the most excited? Um, Honestly, I'd have to look through them again, but I really kind of liked what was there for Rogue. Um, just some of the dynamics that the Rogue cards had. Um, some of the adjacency stuff is kind of interesting for Mage. Um, and that is certainly a dynamic that is not in the game currently. And I would love to explore it. and see where it leads. It's definitely very different. What should I do here? Because that is going to be a problem. That Erica, that is. That doesn't help me out as much as I would like it to. I think I'll toss that, draw a card. That's a good card to draw. There's a Corpse Shifter. Cool, now I have a way to deal with that. We'll go ahead and play this too. And just to reduce damage, we'll go ahead and use the ability. Oh, that's right, it didn't deal damage, so it didn't buff it up. Let me pull up those spoiler cards again so that I can remind myself exactly what's in there. Because I think there was a warrior card that helps out, oh, crud, that's right. He's Boris. I'm an idiot. There was a warrior card that helps out, Turadun. And pretty much anyone playing Ravagers. Improvement 15 neutralized. Here we go. Was any of the rogue cards spoiled? Yeah, here they are. I'm not sure what happened to my voice just now either. Okay, so this will draw me a card. And I'll get the corpse. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. So we'll go ahead and do this again. And we'll probably end up winning the game after this. Yeah, let's see. Rogue spoilers. What was the card that I was most excited about here? Yeah, definitely like Rabble Rouser. It's a weird name though. Master of Disguise is pretty cool. What is Turncoat again? I remember this being interesting. Oh yeah, that's the adjacency card. Can't find the links to this. What is on the forums? Yeah, in the forums, if you go into the announcement section, all the spoilers are in there. If you go past stuff like the sale of Shadow Era and like new campaign cards, they should be past there. Dahlia Blackrose, it's a 5-cost, 4/3 ally. When she's summoned, you get to seek a item of cost 5 or less. And she also has stealth if you have no items, which is interesting. And yeah, no problem. The spoilers are actually pretty cool. I like a good chunk of them. Yep, Master of Disguise is a 4-cost rogue ally. When the Master of Disguise is discarded from anywhere, the bottom rogue ally in your graveyard is shuffled into your deck, and you draw a card. Yep, and it looks like my opponent disconnected. Alright, we'll hop into another one then. Yep, and Turncoat, it's a 4-cost rogue attachment. Attach the target opposing ally at the start of each of its controller's turns. That ally does 2 damage to allies adjacent to it, and they are poisoned. Let me look at some of the others here. The ones that I am excited about. Here's the mage. Okay, so Sapphire Frost is our next opponent. Yeah, we'll toss this for now. Popsicle, 2-cost mage ally. And it comes with a squeak too. It's a 1 ice attack and then 4 health for 0 resources. Popsicle attacks opposing frozen ally if able. So basically it gets a free attack in on frozen stuff, which is pretty cool. Let's see. Hate throwing it out, but I think it's the one that makes the most sense here. And then toss that out. Discard that, but I did discard a transmog, so that's really good. I think Disarming Personality is hilarious. It's a 3-cost mage ability. Target weapon with X base attack becomes a readied ally with X base attack. Health equal to its durability and no abilities. So it basically turns a weapon into an ally. Unfortunately, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily under your control, so you can't just like cast it on their Soul Seeker and get a 2/4 on your side that's readied. Let's see. I think we'll ditch this here and actually play the Devotee. Leash of Life seems pretty powerful. It's a 3-cost mage artifact. While an ally is adjacent to your hero, which for just example, it would be Harbinger of the Lost here. Disarming Personality, yeah, that's what it says. Oh, personally, disarming personally. No, that says personality. Oh, that is what you said. Remember, I'm not very good at reading. That makes this worthless. I had to reread this card. It's been a while since I've seen Blazing Shield. So, yeah, I think we'll go with Portal. Trying to decide if it's worth attacking here. Don't think so. Because I imagine that he'll use the ability, but if he doesn't, then I guess I made a mistake, but oh well. Next turn I have Portal stuff, so. Leash Life, it's a 3-cost artifact. I forgot I was explaining this. While an ally is adjacent to your hero, so in this case it'd be the Harbinger of the Lost, that ally is immune to enemy attachments and has +1 health. And its abilities also cost 2 less resources to activate. So that would be really, really good for Devotee here. Its ability would only cost 1 instead, which is very good. So, Great Bear. Ooh. Okay. If only I had one more resource. Let's see, that's... Actually, this will work out. Get myself a free 3-5. Well, not... I paid 3 resources for it, but... Wait, cancel that. Yeah, that too. Although, personally, I still think Jasmine's pretty good, but... That's just my personal opinion. Let's see, what does Living Ice Wall do again? 3 cost mage artifact. While Living Ice Wall is a frozen ally, it has Protector. 0 shadow energy. If Living Ice Wall is an artifact, it becomes an ally with 2 ice base attack. That probably needs to be reworded. And 5 health. And it's frozen for 2 turns. So that's cool. Basically, you can choose to have a Protector, and a fairly beefy one at that, when it is important. Let's see. Yep, so let's move on to the Hunter class. Oh, I looked up and everything was on fire. I got a little concerned. Okay, so this is really good now. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. So skip resource or sacrificing this turn. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of the Bazaar, and then we'll. Oh wait, I forgot to make use of my portal. I'm dumb. Oh well. Reading over these again. Kugel Lookout is pretty cool. He's a 2-cost hunter ally. He has bow attack. He's a 1/4, and for 0 resources and exhausting him, an opposing ally takes 1 damage plus whatever, or plus the number of cards drawn by the ally's controller this turn. So basically, if your opponent drew a bunch of cards, then you would deal a lot of damage with this, and I like that because of I think it's called Change of Plans, where your opponent basically shuffles their hand. You can force your opponent to shuffle their whole hand in their deck and draw a new one, so that's a lot of potential damage there. Okay, let's see, what would I get back from Shadow Knight? Devotee, that's not good enough, so, yeah, we'll do this. I really hope that's not what your life is like. I really, really hope that's not what your life is like. Yes, that too. Yeah, that's one that I'm pretty excited about. Like, that's the kind of card that I would, like, try to build a gimmick deck out of. Uh, let's see. Kugel Trapper. 2-cost Hunter ally. It's a 2/2 with bow attack. When Krugel Trapper is summoned, you may seek a trap or hunter artifact that costs 4 or less. I'm always down for better consistency for certain things, and that might also make uh, certain low-cost hunter cards be better, because, oh, did he just search a Nova? I totally missed that. Thank you for letting me know. I'm having to bring this up on my phone, so I'm looking down at it. I guess that would explain why Shadow Energy's still low. Okay, let's see. This turn I could play that. That'll deal 2 damage, and then I could Fireball. Wait, that's 4, and this would be 7. Yeah, I don't have enough to kill him. Okay, I think I know what I want to do. So, we are going to use the ability here. And we are going to attack here. Right? Yeah. Sacrifice this. Gonna throw away the Death Collector here to basically fireball the Visca. Use the DMT damage to destroy the Visca, and then deal 3 to face. Yes, Sneerkrug. It's a 3-cost Hunter ally with bow attack, 2/4, and it has Defender. Other friendly allies with bow attack can't be attacked, while Sneerkrug is undamaged. So the reason why I really like that card, 1, it has Defender, and 2, it has a reason to go after it, so that the Defender's more relevant. Oh, hey, I drew a portal. That's cool. Let's see. Is there anything that I could draw with Portal that would win me the game right here? I don't think so. Oh, wait. This went away, so I can do that first. And I screwed it up. The Portal needs to be played first. So yeah, we'll just go face. And probably just win with Portal next turn. Yep, so Sneerkrug is pretty cool. Camouflage Foe is a really cool card. It's a, or I guess I might as well read it. It's a 3-cost Hunter Trap. You know, play face down. The next time an opposing ally is summoned, Camouflage Foe becomes a readied Krugel ally with 3 bow base attack and 3 health and ambush, and then it attacks the opposing ally if able. So that's a really cool card for, oh my gosh, it's Stallbox. Well, I don't like Stallbox. Anyway, yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. It's basically an ally waiting in, or just hiding until it gets the right chance to strike. Definitely can't throw away this Shriek of Vengeance. I've seen it in all sizes. I think the last time I fought a Stallbox, the game lasted over an hour, I think, because I was using this deck and I kept using the Shadow Knight loop to stay in it. I don't quite remember how I lost that game, but I did lose it. Okay, I guess we can ditch one of the Deathmage Thaddiuses here. We'll ditch the foil this time. There's the Evil Ascendant. Should just run Good Ascendant as a counter. Actually, now that I think about it, Good Ascendant's actually an incredible counter. Well, no, it's not, because Evil Ascendant can just destroy it. Never mind. Never mind. I was gonna say because it'll heal all the poison and all that stuff, but never mind. Dang it, I don't want to sacrifice literally any of this. Well, I guess I have to do something. It's a portal. Take 2 damage. Yeah, we'll just hit him in the face. Save my portals? I mean, I've got multiple portals. Okay, that... Oh, yeah, I'm definitely not sacrificing my portals. No. That's pretty much how I'm gonna win this. Actually, I just realized that I could have gotten in an extra 2 damage there. That might have been worth it. How many do you need again? 3, I think. Stop it. I want to see. Guess I'll wait till my turn. Yeah, 3. So... Corpse Shifter's really good here. If I sacrifice something, then I could play Harbinger as well. Oh, hold on. That'll work. It's a little bit risky, but darn. Oh well, that's okay. I was really hoping to get that third ally in there, and then I could just kill him with the ice damage. Oh, it was Ricochet Trap. Right. Okay then. Oh well. Hey, there's a Corpse Shifter. No more portal though. But that's okay. So we'll throw out the Corpse Shifter. We'll deal with this eventually, but right now we're just gonna smack this. Should have thrown the Harby? Oh, the Harbinger with Corpse Shifter and then followed up with Durkon. So, you think I should have sacrificed the Shadow Knight to do that? Or wait, could I have even done that? Anyway, thinking about using that on Arthile's Crypt, but he doesn't exactly have the best selection of allies to pull, so I think I'll leave it be. Whew, excuse me. That's a Soul Seeker. Okay. Skip. So... Oh, next turn, okay. I see what you mean now. Yeah, that probably would have been better. Oh well. Okay. It actually doesn't help you. Not for a few turns. Yeah, I guess we'll just play Harbinger here. No, I think we'll also play the Durkon here. Oh, I didn't have enough yet? Oops. Also never said I was good at Shadow Era. Just gonna point that out. Okay, Death Collector's pretty good. And now is definitely the time to take care of this Pack Beast. And I kind of don't want him to have it back, but I'm actually kind of thinking that's not worth destroying. No into the forest again? Okay. Well, we win. That wasn't too bad. You guys want me to keep going with this deck or try something different? Because let's see, I've got a Tala deck that uses Dead Man's Breach as a form of control. I have a Praxis deck that uses the Aldmore stuff, particularly focused on Shadow Cannon. I have my Witch Doctor Aladwin deck, which uses Rejuvenating Ritual to have infinite Phoenix Urgons, pretty much. Got a lot of weird decks. Alright then, we can definitely try my Cannon Praxis here. It pretty much wants to kill the opponent right away. So Child of Aldmore gets your mill up fast, or your Shadow Energy up faster for damage. Same goes for Dark-like Apprentice. These are usual discard fodder. This is for draw, same with that. Oh, I actually thought it had a lot more Aldmore allies in here. That's kind of weird. Huh. I might have to revisit this concept. Yeah, and then Conversion is in here for some life gain in case things get a little too rough. This deals a lot of damage, more than you would expect it to, because it deals 2 damage and then guarantees 2 more damage from Praxis's ability. I actually have no idea why this card is in here. I made this deck a long time ago. What? Yep, so the Aladwin one is Witch Doctor. Yep, so this one, I actually need to make a change with this deck now that I think about it, because Sorcerer of Endia is not really that useful anymore. Maybe I just take him out and save it, keep it at that. In fact, I think I will actually. In fact, this is a really fun deck, so I think I'll show it off. It's 2-drop. You got the Aldens to increase attack, even if he's frozen, that's fine, because we have Voice of Winter here. So, it is a Voice of Winter deck. I know a lot of people don't like Voice of Winter, but we got basically everything here does something while being frozen, and that's sort of the idea, because Stalactitan is really powerful in this deck, actually. Paladin of Unaxio can take out the Ablaze on Phoenix Urgon, as does Rejuvenating Ritual. It also gets rid of Frozen, so that is how you can basically turn 6, drop a Paladin of Unaxio, and then unfreeze it. Granted, you don't necessarily have to unfreeze it right away, but... And then this is for control, deals extra damage with Stalactitan. Supernova, because Supernova, and then there's some draw. Same goes for Tainted Oracle. It's been a while since I played this one. SNX, or Snix. Okay. This is not a very good starting hand, but we'll throw away a Paladin. Uh-oh. Wow, this is a bad start. Granted, I think that's one of the problems this deck actually did have, is There's only the 4 Mage Puins, the Cinderborn Fate Breakers. Well, I don't think freezing Bridget Skullborn is good. And then there's Tome of Knowledge. Yep, we might be in trouble here. Yeah, probably. I do have Supernova though, so I can technically clear the board. So we'll play this, and he's probably going to kill it, but if he doesn't, then that's pretty good, because then we can just Supernova, and we'll have a 3/4 left. Oh, there's the squeak again. My mistake. Ooh, that sucks. Okay. So we'll knock down a durability and Supernova. Gets a lot of cards, but we get the board. For now. Ricochet Trap, maybe? Nope. It might be Death Trap. That would really suck if it was Death Trap. No? Watch it be Enchanted Oak. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, now that Uragon will revive. Oh, was it 2 cost? I need to pay more attention. Okay. So we'll get out our Paladin here, our Paladin buddy. Wait. I almost screwed up there. Not really worried about that Puin. You can kill my Uragon if it wants, but I can just res it, essentially. I really love the artwork on that card. It's really cool. Okay. Just freeze that and deal just a little bit of extra damage. it likely is Snare Trap, in which case playing that wouldn't have been helpful anyway, so might as well go with that. So yeah, this is basically kind of how this game or this deck wants to win, is just by having a troll essentially, except in the form of a Phoenix Uragaan instead. Hey, there's the Voice of Winter I was looking for. So, Voice of Winter. We'll go ahead and get rid of the armor and the charge from the weapon. I forgot to use my shadow ability. Well, that's okay. Yeah, this is clearly more dangerous to keep alive. So, oops. Because I meant to actually clear the board there. Well, darn. Oh, cool, there's another Stalactitan. Okay, so this time we will be killing the Puinoff. Playing Stalactitan, he can't be frozen, so Voice of Winter doesn't really affect him. We'll leave it at that. Could technically kill off this guy by using my hero power, but I think it's better to save it. It also keeps Stalactitan's attack power high. Well, the disable doesn't help me in that regard. But if I draw Rejuvenating Ritual, all that crap's gone, which would be nice. Another Thunderstrike Construct. Hey, there's a Paladin. Okay, yeah, we need to start taking care of this thing. Okay. Yep, and that one costs 2, so that's probably another Snare Trap. I don't think there's any getting around him dying, so Let's get a little bit of extra damage from him. Yep, snare trap. Suppose I didn't have to do that. Could have just sacrificed him for resources. But, oh well. Hey, rejuvenating ritual. It's pretty good. If I could just draw a Tome of Knowledge, that would be nice. Hey, another Phoenix Uragon. I'm debating whether or not to just play the Supernova so that I can draw a few cards. But he would also get a lot of cards, so that's probably not a good idea. Hey, there's the tome. Okay. We're just gonna go ahead and get rid of that. Now that we have the tome, I'm only going to be a little more aggressive. Hey, cool. You used Sinkhole on that. Alright, I'm not going to sacrifice that just in case he finds a way to get rid of it, but, I think... Yeah, I think I'll just draw this turn and play Freezing Grip. Or, I guess I don't necessarily have to play Freezing Grip. Let's see what else I draw. Okay. Yeah, so now I should be able to kick into high gear. So yeah, perhaps this deck needs a bit more draw in it. Also just realized my opponent only has 3 cards left, so I don't have that much more to deal with, actually. Oh my gosh, that's evil. I'm apparently evil. So, other CCGs that I play, um, the main one that I play all the time is the Pokemon TCG. I think it's a very good trading card game. I do not like the way they put all the good cards as ultra rares, which is pretty. It makes it pretty expensive to play. Um, because even if you go buy the singles cost a lot because they're so rare. But other than that, it's a fairly good card game. It has a lot of really cool different types of decks. The other card games that I've played is, of course, I played Hearthstone. I honestly probably would have fallen out of Hearthstone a very long time ago if it weren't for the fact that my uh, father enjoys playing it. Like, he enjoys playing it a lot. So, I live 800 miles away from him, so having something that we can do together like that is awesome. I tried to get him to play Shadow Era, but I don't. It just didn't work out. But yeah, it's I've dabbled in Magic the Gathering a bit. I've played Faria, Shadowverse, Eternal. I still need to play the what is the Elder Scrolls one. I know that that has come out. Hmm. That's is that lethal? Hold on. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Oh, almost ran out of time. So messed that up a little bit, but that's okay. So this is going to deal a lot of damage to him. Uh, I've I've pretty much played a good chunk of them. Um, I've played some Y Sports. I've played what is that game called? I don't remember what that one was called. I can picture it, but I can't remember the name. Um, Netrunner. That's what it's called. Netrunner. I've played Netrunner. So I know that there's what is the name of that other one that I want? Force of Nature? No. I don't know. There's some other card game that's popular currently that I'd like to try. I've played some Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day. Not really into Yu-Gi-Oh, but yeah. So it's pretty much Pokemon and Shadow Era is the ones that I play the most, and I play Hearthstone on occasion with my father. But I usually try to play any CCG I can get my hands on because I really like CCGs, and I'm working for one obviously, so it always helps to know what competition is up to. sorry for those little notification things that you were hearing. I turned them off, but they decided to turn back on. Uh, yeah, I guess we can throw away an RR here. Yep, and that is true. I will be exporting it to my YouTube channel. So anyone that missed it, Force of Will, thank you. Yes, that's the name of the other card game that I've been wanting to try. Oh man, I hate it when I want everything in my hand. I'm gonna go ballsy. Get rid of the supernova. Does it? If that is the case, is that the case for everyone? Is it skipping and buffing or buffering a lot? Okay, but it does skip sometimes. Let me quickly make sure my computer's not trying to do anything else. Okay, I'll look into doing that then. I did have to do my settings like right before the stream started, because I couldn't get it to show up for some reason. So maybe the bitrate got refreshed too. But I'll take a look at it, and hopefully it won't be an issue next time. Okay. Man, I want to drop down that Voice of Winter. Yeah, we'll get rid of this. Which seems strange at first, but it really isn't. We'll plop that down. I think we'll also get rid of durability here. And then next turn, I could play Rejuvenating Ritual with the Paladin. Bobcat, Frozen Bobcat. It's in the wrong region. We got that high ice action going on here. What is it the scientists call that again? Like ice type 7? Or is it ice type 5? It's a type of ice that's created by making water a solid through pressure than temperature. So yep, we do that. We can go ahead and kill off the Bobcat, though that does give him a card. Trying to decide if it's better to just go ahead and unfreeze the Paladin or just not risk the Uragaan. I think I'm not going to risk the Uragaan here. That way, even if the Aragon does die again, it has a little bit more time before Paladin unfreezes and can get rid of the fire or the ablaze. No. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that. That's fine. I mean, losing the Alden sucks, but oh well. There we go. That works. Let's draw first. It's another Paladin. That's cool. That's definitely another good thing, is dropping a Paladin and then instantly getting rid of the Frozen. So you have two Paladins, which makes your Voice of Winter, like, not even affect you, which is super powerful. Dang, you got another Soul Seeker. That's okay though. Do that. Hey, another Paladin. So now he has to kill that Paladin with his ability, or he's in for a world of hurt. He pretty much loses if he doesn't kill Paladin this turn. It's nice to see someone using the elixir though. It's not a card I see very often. Okay, so I guess technically he didn't have to kill it. Getting that rejuvenating ritual would be nice though. Save that. I would like to put down a Paladin though. Oh well. Put down another Phoenix, I guess. Go ahead and get rid of his Soul Seeker and his... Whew, excuse me. His Wrath of the Forest there. So it did survive, which is good. So, assuming... Well, I say it survived, but assuming it survives one more turn, then I'm set. So what I'll probably do is play another Paladin and unfreeze it immediately. Okay. Yeah. So, well, I said immediately, but getting in 7 damage is good. Go for face. Okay. Yep, so that is victory. We can even, assume it more. Oh, snap. Maybe I counted too early. That was just me being stupid, because I definitely had guaranteed lethal that turn, but I didn't notice the trap. I'm too busy looking at other things, which is something I shouldn't be doing, I guess. But I think I have this one regardless. Yep, there we go. Alright, I think we'll try a few games with the Praxis deck, even if I don't remember why it is the way it is. And just have a little bit of fun with this one. And I'm up for any deck ideas or anything you'd like to see me do. Play a match with you, anything like that. Just in general, interact with you guys. The months of Valor have really oddly consistent names. Yep, and I was really glad to see these little like tip things be put into the game too, because that idea came from the community. So it was really nice to see that added. More stuff like that will definitely be taken into consideration now that I'm a part of the board and can sort of be like, hey, this is a good idea, and here's why. Oh, mirror of some description. Yep, so got a lot of good stuff in this hand. Kos? Koki? Not sure. Kose? There's a location in play. I think I have this in the deck now that I think about it again. To help guarantee damage, and it helps with draw. So we'll go ahead and play Child of Aldmore here. I realize that it bumps him up a turn too, but that's okay. Excuse me. This is the kind of deck that doesn't really worry about what your opponent is up to. So assuming this survives, we can get an extra or we can get a shadow energy out of it. With what we have now, we probably won't mill next turn. It didn't survive. Oh well. You got a damage in. I probably won't use my ability this turn. Because I want to save it for the Shadow Cannon, I think. Debating whether or not to play Rest for the Weary. And I think I will. Wow, my deck was really top-loaded. The infamous Shuffle Bug has hit me. So hopefully he doesn't get 4 damage worth of stuff out of this. That's 2. Well, that's 4 damage worth of stuff. He might not go after the Darklight Apprentice, though. Well, that's fine, I guess. Sucks, but it's fine. Hey, there's the Redux channel. Or Redo channel, however you're supposed to pronounce it. Okay. So we'll play this. Wow, that did not help me at all. Well, I discarded a Brimstone at least. So X equals 4. So I deal 4 damage to him. Not great. Not great at all. If I had actually gotten up to 5, I probably would have taken out the Gargoyle so that he couldn't kill my Reactorary, but oh well. Do I not run Energy Discharge in this deck? It's kind of bad that I don't do that. Okay. Play the Shadow Cannon. And I think we're actually not going to use it this turn. I think we're just going to hit him in the face for 1 damage. And then we'll play Redo channel next turn and hit him that way. I don't think we're going to win this one. I'm definitely going to have to take this deck back to the drawing board. Granted, it being a mirror certainly didn't help. Well, I say mirror, but he's playing Me Wagon. I'm playing something completely different. There's a Shadow Font, which is nice. Okay. Put the same 2 allies back on the top of his deck. Definitely not putting Reactorary there. And then we're going to mill. I think we're going to just go for it at this point. Yeah, so that was 6. Yeah, we're going to shadow font. But I think we're going to sit on it. So it should have counted, but I don't think he has lethal. Let's see, that's 9. Oh, wait, he has lethal. Never mind. That was dumb of me. Okay, I think I'm going to quickly revisit what's in this deck real quick. Because we did deal a lot of damage to him. If not for discarding those 2 reactor rays, we might have actually won that. So, take out the conversions. Loom of Fate. Suppose that's in there for draw. 43 cards is not too bad. Okay, and we're gonna grab Energy Discharge. We'll grab 2 of them and take out again, I could have sworn I muted Telegram. Take out a Belladonna. Or no, Stardust Extractor. In fact, let's just take both of those out and put in 2 more Belladonnas. Why am I not using the foil Belladonnas? Okay. Alright, let's try another game. Okay. Another Praxis v Praxis. Okay. We'll go ahead and toss 1 of these and play 1. So the deck basically wants to win by just throwing damage at the opponent. Hopefully you don't have to deal with too much stuff along the way. I might want to play this on turn 3. So I think I'll ditch the Redux channel. So I might want to focus more on Shadow Cannon than mill, since milling his deck is probably pretty bad, because he has like we saw last time. Granted, I do have the Energy Discharge in here now. That would have definitely have helped me a lot last game. Yeah, there it is. Go ahead and use the ability. Get an extra Shadow Energy. Just stockpile Shadow Energy. Yeah, it's really hard to pin down the bug that matches you with the same hero. Just like the shuffle bug, it just seems to happen at random. I think he got 3 out of that, which is unfortunate. Oh no, only 2. Okay. Right, the Dagger of Fate. Okay. That's alright though. Don't think there's any... No. Hmm. Heyo. None that matters. He's still gonna clear the board out of the way. Alright, well that makes that sack choice easy. I'm gonna Luma Fate. Do that. And then we can start dealing damage to him starting next turn. This actually might not be a bad ally to throw out there either. Belladonna is pretty cool. Oh wait, I can just... Okay, that's even better, actually. So we'll discard Belladonna here. Do that. Cool. See, I want to go ahead and do it, but I don't want to... I don't want to discard anything, so I guess we'll draw. Man, if it was anyone other than Praxis, I would have done it there. But I'll definitely have to start doing it soon, one way or the other. Oh. I wonder what he kept then. Hmm. So let's see here. We'll toss that. Yeah, and I think we'll just go ahead and start Wow, that was pretty bad. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. Oh, excuse the squeak. Hopefully in a month or two I can afford a better chair. I mean, this thing's comfortable, but it's not really meant to be sat in for long periods of time. It's my spare chair. Really like the artwork that Praxis has. It's real intimidating. Oh no, my shadow cannon. I need that. Contrary to my sleeves, I don't actually have Eternal Renewal in this deck. So, top deck shadow cannon? That'd be nice. That's not shadow cannon. Neither is that. Go ahead. Actually, not Child of Aldmore. Darklight Apprentice. Do that. He no longer has Meek. Can hit. And we're gonna go ahead and discard. That's unfortunate, but it's okay. Again, okay, but unfortunate. That should be a good chunk of all 6. Yes, cool. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have done that, because now the chances of him milling my shadow cannon are even higher. So hopefully I don't end up needing that. But unless I sacrificed one early on and forgot about it, there should still be 2 more copies in my deck. Up. Ayo. Nah, he didn't even get that many allies either. Enough to kill Reactor Ray, but that's okay. So 50-50 on the Shadow Cannon? Oh, Dawn Raid. I wasn't expecting that. That might be a problem. I was kind of counting on the Rejuvenation Pod, too. Hey, there's the Shadow Cannon. Cool. So 4, 2... Yeah. So, Shadow Cannon. Go ahead and hit him. thought I had enough shadow energy. Well, whatever. Clearly I need to play more Shadow Era. I'm not paying enough attention. Despite that being really the only thing I'm doing now. Fortunately, I do have the lead in life at the moment. Granted, he is guaranteed 3 allies, I think. No, at least 2. Well, if he throws that back in the deck. I think what's left in mine is a Shadow Cannon, maybe a Reactor Area, I'm not sure, and a False Blood Cultist. Which I don't even want to play. Playing Brimstone's not a bad idea, though. Yep, I think I might be boned here. Because I can deal 4 damage with Shadow Cannon, which is 8 if you include this. Whoa. My bad. So I guess I'll roll the dice here. What? Oh. Okay. I had to think about what just happened for a moment. So what happened is my Reactor Area came out, and then his Brimstone Devourer killed it. That's pretty funny, actually. If only I could have gotten rid of that Infinity Core. This deck isn't really meant to have it go to this stage. So let's see, he dealt 2 damage to himself, 3 damage to me. No, 4 damage. And then with the allies he has on board, that's 7 damage. Yeah, so things are definitely not looking good here. Okay. So I would deal 4 damage to him and 3 to me, or I could just deal 4 damage to me and he gets the ally he brought back. Shoot. I don't want him to have that ally. Guess it doesn't matter. Pretty sure I lost either way. Because he has allies and the Infinity Core and I don't. Alright, is there anything else that you guys would like to see? Maybe see me play a hero or anything like that? Because we are about to hit the 2 hour, or the 3 hour mark actually. Has it really been 3 hours? Man, time flies by. Yep. This is, what's my usual rating? My usual rating is usually in the high 200s. If I actually try, I can make it above 300, but I typically don't actually try. I'm more about doing fun, interesting things than I am winning. I think the highest I've ever been is 310, which is not super good, but I'm okay with it. And I think I did that with, where is she? Yeah, this deck. It's basically a Fire Magia deck. No you don't. Um, I'd have to double check. I don't know if they changed it while I was away. I was away for a while, but I think the top 10 players get something. I think it's just like a prize pack. But just getting to 300 doesn't necessarily give you anything outright. You know what? I'll play a game with this deck real quick. I wonder if this is the Rush Elementalis with Shadow Spawn. Alright, taking stock of what's in my hand here. We'll toss the Infernus. Yep, and we're gonna curve out quite nicely too. This the Towering Brute is actually a fairly good card in this deck. Not only does it, prevent haste damage and stuff like that, um, it takes damage from things like Fury and Terror and Arsonist and stuff like that, and just makes Towering Brute better. When you say, is this hard to master, do you mean Shadower or this specific deck? Ooh. Definitely don't want to play Arsonist against Cage Savage, because he'd be able to attack sooner, so we'll ditch that for the Flame Spitter. Ooh, that really sucks. That's gonna be annoying to deal with. Alright, we'll get rid of one of the portals here. I actually think we'll play a portal. Yeah, Shadow Arc currently doesn't have as many cards as some other games. It actually does have quite a few for what it is. Um, so I would say that this game is hard to master. It does take quite a bit of skill to stay in the top ratings, and there's a fairly heavy competitive scene. So if you're looking to get into that, it's Shadowware is definitely one of the more balanced games out there for it. And yeah, it's just uh, I would definitely say it's a hard to master game. So if that's your thing, I definitely recommend giving this game a shot. One of the big things about Shadowware compared to other card games is not all, but most of each hero has at least one good deck and those span quite a variety of the cards that exist. Yes, for the most part, it is usually better to only have 40 cards in a deck. The lower, the lower, your the lower amount of cards that you have in your deck, the more consistently you'll draw the cards that you need. That's a general TCG thing, and it's very good advice. Okay, so he definitely used the Shadow Spawn, so I don't have my Shadow ability, which is pretty bad, especially with this thing, because Murderous Hulk is very powerful. Um, but I think I can trade out for it if I use Transmog, so we'll go ahead and do that, and then I can have Fury and Terror here take the hit. Murderous Hulk is gone. I do have a Garth deck. Um, really? I didn't check out uh, last Worlds. That's really? I did not know that. But yeah, I have a Garth deck that I can play. It's not a typical Garth. Oh, so it was before the nerf to Gambit then. Okay, so we definitely need to start drawing some cards. So we drew this at a good time. Ah, okay. That doesn't surprise me then. Because I did briefly get on before Gambit was nerfed. And I ran into Victor and was like, whoa, this is kind of crazy. And by kinda, I meant really. Whew, man. Okay. That'll deal 2 damage. It's not enough. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about Omner's call being an issue. Hmm. Yeah. That's what I was worried about. Something like that. But at least I have my ability this time, so at the very least I can hit that Murderous Hulk pretty hard. Not enough to kill it, unfortunately. Oh, I forgot to draw first. Crap. Well, it wouldn't have mattered. He's 1 damage off lethal. If you're having that problem where you're not finding an opponent, make sure that you've updated the game to the latest version. And if you're still having that problem, then let us know, because there is an issue where if we don't release the versions at the same time, where the community basically gets split and it makes wait times a lot longer. It also happens if you have 0 rating and it's not the very beginning of a month. That tends to happen quite a bit too. Okay. So I lose. Like, pretty much I've lost. Oh well. Go ahead and concede. Now I'll switch to that Garth for you. The light side. Oh, this guy. So I might have to turn chat off, because I gave this guy a warning and he wasn't, at one point for chat, and he wasn't too thrilled about it. Definitely keeping that. That's good. I think the Warg is the weakest one here. Barks root beer is a good root beer. I really enjoy Barks. I don't necessarily go out of my way to get it, but I do enjoy it when it's there. Okay. Ditch the Alden, because Midnight Sentinel's going to be a very similar effect here. And yeah, it is. Sacrificing is probably one of the hardest things to do correctly in this game, I would say. Okay, I think I can get rid of one of these for the time being. I think I have 3 in my deck anyway. Ambush is great. Ambush is great. Yeah, you could always write it down, which is why maybe in the future you'll be able to look at it, especially if mechanics involving the resource pile come into play, but unfortunately right now you can't. How many turns should you sacrifice? You should. It depends on the deck, but typically around 5 or 6 resources is what you want. Okay, so yeah, he did stealth up, which is unfortunate, but not that big a deal. And yeah, there are arguments for and against it. I think in the past I was against it, um, but as I've sort of played other card games and just sort of seen the way that people play, like if it's something they can just write down anyways, there's probably not much reason to not let them go through it, so long as just with the graveyard they can't alter the order. And I can't promise that the board will rediscuss it, but it may be something that happens. Okay. So now it's definitely time for me to use Garth's ability. Perhaps I should have used it earlier. No, I actually don't think I'm going to sacrifice anything, because I'm about to go up to 5 anyway. Next turn I'll likely just, oh crap, I leaned back again. Here's the squeak. My mistake, it's habit. Probably just use the ankle breaker. Okay, now I'm definitely using the ankle breaker. I might use my ability too. That's a pretty beefy one. Aldmore Scout is annoying. I mean, Woven Scout. So now he knows what my hand is. Not that that's a big deal. So go ahead and clear that off. Excuse me. Okay, this is a good turn to start playing a lot of stuff. Just do that, get a 3/6 ambush out. Hopefully we'll draw Vizitian's Order so I can keep playing the Sentinel over and over again. Hey, and this is the reason why I didn't sacrifice the Legend Rises. Exact reason why. This is the exact reason why I put it in the deck too. Because if I'm going to be buffing up all these allies, I don't want them to just be crippled or captured or whatever. Yeah, I think it's okay to sack one so I can play both. ahead and control the board. Technically should have drawn first. It's always usually good to draw first if you can. Not always, but most of the time. Ah. Ah. I'm disappointed now. Okay. Thankfully, Wolven does not have any board wipes, so flooding the board with allies is usually a good thing. Well, I guess they technically have Crescendo, but I'm not worried about Crescendo. They don't have any fast board wipes, I should say. So we're just gonna hit him a lot here. Yep. The game definitely needs more card releases, and that is something we are definitely going to address. It's just going to take a bit of time before we can reliably, like, just keep releasing cards. Yeah, I'd say that's about a fair amount for the releases, too. We plan to do it much faster than that now. I wish I could tell you how fast, but I actually don't. I don't really have any information to give you guys. Yep, he's right. I should have hit him last turn. Oh well. I'm really not concerned about actually losing, though. Well, I mean, they're not pictured, but... Eh? No, I think he might have one ankle in there. And he... Oh, I bet this doesn't work. Science. Pretty sure this doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work. Another captured prey. That's all 4 captured preys. You don't have any more. I backstabbed 3 times to play a spider. Packmaster's Helm. Annoying, but not gonna save him. And that's game. Play a few more. Tired of seeing that really big number. Yep, and I also do have a Moonstalker deck too. That isn't like stall based. It uses Ravencrest to draw cards using Blood Moon. What's the other support that I put in there? Call the Pack, I think it's called. Because the idea is to play Dreadclaw Totem on turn 2, and then on turn 3 you play that support to draw a card along with Ravencrest, and then you can use Call of the Pack to put in a free 3CC ally, or a 3-cost ally. And if it dies, then you get to do it again. Ooh, that sleeve, or the playmat actually looks pretty nice. Dirk Digger. Okay, well, as much as I like Midnight Sentinel, I don't think we need 3 of them. I'm going to take a wild guess this was a rush lowest, considering the Christopher Wild. Ooh, a boar. A foiled boar, too. Okay. I wonder if he's one of our top 100 token holders. Because to get this, you'd have to open quite a bit of campaign packs or get really lucky with them. All right. Yeah, I think getting rid of the Alden is more than worth it. I'm down for bling. I mean, technically, if I wanted to be one of the top 100 token holders, I could just be like, just take my money from actually working, since I get paid in shadow tokens, just keep that. Then I'll always have foil. But rent's a thing. So, okay. Wow, he played another one. That's fairly annoying, but I can deal with it. So, if I play Alden, actually, It's probably better for me to get rid of these. Consolidates all 3 of the remaining damage that would have been there anyways into one source. And next turn I can always Midnight Sentinel. Bring it up to 4. Well, actually, that's not... He's likely to... kind of want to bait his ability away from Nightshade, though. So I think we'll get rid of that. Play the Ankle Breaker. Probably. If he has Nova, oh well. Then again, I guess he would have survived Nova this time. Did I get lucky? Oh, I got lucky. If he didn't have it now, he'll have it soon. Just go ahead and attack him with everything I've got. And really, really hope he doesn't have Supernova. Hey! Victory. Yeah, Mass Bandit is pretty good. Not technically a YouTuber, but it is going to go up on YouTube when I'm done. It might take it a while for it to show up there, since this is going past 3 hours now, but it'll be up there. And I may end up changing the time that I do this every week to be a little later, because I always forget that time zones are a thing. So 1 p.m. for 1 p.m. Eastern time is kind of early or late for pretty much anyone else. So might up it a bit. hate discarding or sacrificing that, but the Alden's so good. Yeah, Feasterling is a really powerful 2-drop for Shadows because it can be boosted up to 3 attack, which kills nearly all 2-drops. So going first, it's really powerful. That's a super focus. No more cards. Next turn, I'll Ankle Breaker that thing away. Gonna take a lot of damage though. Okay, gonna Ankle Breaker. We're gonna wipe this thing out. And hopefully anything that he plays can be wiped out again, but it's probably unlikely. Well, I was wrong. Ah, it's because he's playing 2 things. I changed my mind after sacrificing. That's never a good thing. But hopefully, he'll run out of draw. Man. Okay. Play this. Gain 1 resource. So I'm technically at 7, so I can play that and the Red-Eyed Warg, which will probably just die. So instead, maybe I should... Okay. That way he can't just die. We'll do that. That's an Armor of Ages. Which is annoying. Okay, so play Alden, and then we kill off Death Collector, draw a card. kind of forgot about super focus. But I guess either way, I'm taking 5 damage. Technically more than 5, because he's gonna zap me. It's not looking too good. So he'll get me down to 2, which means I have 4 turns to kill him. Unless he does something weird like take out my Alden. Okay. He didn't do something weird. Yet we need to try and beat him down as soon as possible. Hey, there's the Visitian Orders. That helps out a lot. Yep, and Garth's Ping is the exact reason why I put Warg in this deck. Because it makes it fairly easy to remove stuff. Yeah, I agree with that. He's basically diluting his deck by shuffling back in for the 2 life. So play this. We shall hit with Midnight Sentinel. Then we will play Midnight Sentinel. Bounce back this Midnight Sentinel. And that's more damage, so we'll do that. So let's see, I have... Yep, so Velis called it. He diluted his deck too much. And this gives 2 attack, yeah. Hey, level 4. 25 more Shadow Crystals. I think this will most likely be the last game of for today. But like I said, I'll be doing this regularly every week. At least trying to do it every week. So if you guys have any feedback or suggestions on how you'd like to see this grow and evolve, just leave the feedback on the forums. Pretty much any feedback is on the forums is good. because it does get read. Because trust me, I read the forums. Yeah, I think I toss out the spider. And we'll play Warg. Actually, if I had tossed out Midnight Sentinel, I could have pinged the gargoyle. No, that wouldn't have been enough damage. So it ended up being right. Let's throw away the Visitian orders. Yeah, I think we'll just Alden here. Hope that the Warg lives through the Praxis Mill. And it doesn't. Just pretty much right off the bat, doesn't. Neither does Alden. That sucks. Yep, we are definitely not in a good spot. Perhaps it would have been better to play the ill-gotten gains. Oh, he didn't attack into it. That's interesting. So we'll play the ill-gotten gains. Take care of this thing. Ugh, another gargoyle. The Feasterling I can at least take care of. So let's see. If for some reason... Okay, never mind. He will have Meat Wagon active. Okay, so let me think about this. This will bring him up to 4. And then that will bring him to 6. So yeah, I can kill this, but that... I really don't want him drawing cards. I had to sacrifice to do that. I guess that's okay. Yeah, Nightshade. Ooh, I can destroy his Meat Wagon next turn. That's good. Now let's just hope he doesn't get 6. Or enough damage, which he has enough damage now, which is unfortunate. It's super unfortunate. Alright. Destroy his meat wagon. I was going to play the Forest Serpent, but I think this might be a little better, because he's unlikely to kill it. The Forest Serpent, he could have just buffed the Gargoyle again. Then I wouldn't have anything to kill the Krygon. Which it looks like I might not have anything to kill. Okay. I guess he is desperate for cards. Well, I say desperate, but he's got the board and everything. He's gonna win, probably. No, not what I was hoping to draw. Nope, no ankle breaker. Alright. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I haven't exactly been real talky the last hour, but I'm used to doing about 2 hours, and this is run past 3, almost 4. So I'll try to get better at that in the future. We'll definitely be doing this again next week, and if you guys have any feedbacks, just leave them on the forums. And you can also find me on Telegram at Dementi, and this will be on the Shadow Era not Shadow Era YouTube. It will actually be on my channel. We might move them over to the Shadow Era channel, but yeah, and my channel is Dementi on for YouTube as well. So hope you guys enjoy, and I will definitely see you guys next week. Have a good one.